On the day today, we have planned to celebrate the work of the local, diverse and vibrant community to remind us of their contribution in serving Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland. Your passion.
So peace is a particularly important theme for us at De Montfort University. We're a very diverse student and staff body. So over 50% of our students are from ethnic minorities, and a good proportion of our staff are too. And that way we're obviously very proud that we're the only academic impact hub for SDG 16 in the world, but also on top of that, the only academic impact initiative for a university in the UK. So it is a real privilege that we hold this status. I'm really delighted as well that today's event is held in conjunction with COS, with Celebrate Our Similarities, and particularly for that organisation. They aim obviously to advance education in the public areas of basic human needs and rights.
Leicester's De Montfort University holding the very first United Hub status for peace, justice and strong institutions, which are some of the key issues of our time. So
an individual with ADHD most often already has damaged self-esteem. So no amount of pill popping is going to help that, not long term anyway. What I found working with neurodiverse individuals, being around them, my family, my friends, and being one myself, there is this abundance of other shared qualities, things like wit and humour, creative flair, a connection to music, nature, animals, an out-of-the-box way of thinking, contagious energy, and a different human design seeks to highlight all of these things.
I had a conversation recently about how do we develop leaders who are establishing themselves, who are emerging as leaders. How do we get emerging leaders to understand the challenges of today? Now,
what is happening within Leicester? And then I found out there is need of comfort as well to families and children with sickle cell, not only sickle cell, but thalassemia as well. Love. When we talk of love, love can conquer anything. Love does not choose any color, but love is the key of unity.
That one similarity that we all have as human beings is the human heart. And it doesn't matter what race you are, what colour you are, what creed you are, whatever you are, when somebody tells the truth, there's a little what I call a BS-ometer inside, and it wakes up to the truth and it gets their attention. And when you see that operate,
it is therefore clear that having an organization such as yours, promoting peace and well-being and celebrating our similarities, will serve to ensure that successions of generations will continue to make sure that Leicester leads the way in racial harmony, well-being and peace.
My religion. In humanity, just to make sure that every journey is a journey within that will bring change in our society. We all have one destiny.
I stood up against domestic violence, single mother, no one in this country, from my own family, they disowned me because after few ups and downs with my other half, I said, no, you can stay wherever you want. I've got a good job, I'll bring my daughter up.
So the significance of that is that the Magna Carta ultimately is a peace charter.
This daisy was actually in the cracks of a slab. Now, how was this daisy growing? Not in just pure soil, but in the cracks of a slab, all alone. And it made me reflect on my life and how I was feeling just then.
Fast forwarded to coming out just short of 2 years now. I started a podcast channel So check that out, Bill and Nana on Spotify.
Or a person who goes to see their GP may be prescribed to see a social prescribing link worker who connects a person into things that are happening in the community.
But like I said, during COVID, we had to put out our own COVID multi-language videos. We did 55,000 Punjabi people saw our COVID advice. There's only 550,000 in the country. So that's pretty good going. 75,000 Punjabi people.
It's all about making change, working with prisoners in prisons across the country, and basically putting rehabilitation at the heart of everything we do, and trying to work with them prisoners to make change and bring peace. So as soon as I saw I'm doing it in Allah's time, because nothing happens in my time. I am not in control of anything. I'm only where I am where Allah places me.
As I say, where our focus is the economic prosperity of the region.
In all the activities that I mentioned so far, academics play an important role.
We have three wonderful universities in Leicester, Leicestershire, in terms of De Montfort University, Leicester University, and Loughborough University. And there are some wonderful organizations in India we can collaborate with to bring wonderful actual skills that we need for economic prosperity. So
let me just tell you a little bit about Peacecast TV and how we began, which was basically as a creative reaction to mainstream media, which really shows they do not know how to cover peace. The paradigm that they use is always in the context of war. And as we all know, peace is so much more than the absence of war.